Update on the breaking news out of Dallas, where a former police officer found guilty of murder has now been sentenced. Robbie Owens, let's go live to her. Robbie, right off the top, I know you were busy talking to some of the players involved. What did they have to say?
Well, they are very disappointed, as you might imagine, with this sentence here, but they also insist that Ken Johnson's 10-year sentence is not a victory. Family members right now are preparing to leave the courtroom. They stopped to talk to us just briefly through a family spokesperson. They testified with the assistance of a translator, and so a family spokesperson this afternoon conveyed their sentiments about what their appreciation for Dallas County District Attorney Faith Johnson and the police department in Addison for bringing charges against Ken Johnson, for the grand jury for returning an indictment, and they also thank this jury for returning that guilty verdict. Then, of course, the sentence. The jury had an option of 2 to life in prison for Ken Johnson. They returned that 10-year sentence, and no one here is disputing that that is what this victim's family wanted, but they are insisting again that this is no victory for Ken Johnson. Here's what family spokesperson Carlos Quintanilla had to say.
Ken Johnson did not win anything today. For the next 10 years, Ken Johnson is going to live in a solitude cell, afraid to go out, afraid to walk among his peers in prison, with a number that says convicted murderer. He is a murderer.
As you can see, the family still gathered here in the Dallas County Courthouse. They are surrounded by prosecutors and the Dallas County District Attorney, Faith Johnson. There was silence as that sentence was handed down this afternoon, but now the emotions are starting to show, and this is where this ends for this family. On one regard, they have the sentence, but they are insisting that they will continue to advocate on behalf of Jose Cruz, the teenager who was shot and killed in March of last year. They acknowledge that he was doing wrong. He was stealing seats out of that SUV when he was confronted by that former police officer, but they also insist that Ken Johnson acted as judge, jury, and executioner, and that was not his right. Prosecutor Jason Lemus, in his closing, said that he wanted this sentence to send a message to both the community and police. And while he admitted that he was disappointed with that 10-year sentence, the folks gathered behind me here insist that this 10-year sentence handed down to a police officer in a shooting does indeed send a message that police cannot act with impunity. Reporting live at the Dallas County Courthouse, I'm Robbie Owens. Back to you guys in the studio.
Robbie, we appreciate